Hi everyone, we're with Binzu, CEO of Stratos Network. We're going to do a monthly video update for the community and to share anything and answer some questions that were submitted in the AMA in our Telegram group and also on X. So Bin, hi, how are you and how was Consensus Toronto
Hi, Andrew.
2025?
Yeah, as you know, when I was in Toronto last week, Consensus 2025 was a great event and aligned well with the current market trend. The main topics are the project dominating the stage were Bitcoin, exchange, stable coins, PayFi, and RWA. I also saw several very old L1 like XRP and also there, and some new L1 chains. But there was barely see any deeping project like AI mining or other deeping project. Also, I didn't see any other storage infrastructures or computing infrastructures project there. So yeah, it's very to match the market trend this year. Thank you.
And we and Stratos participated in the Pitch Fest. How were the judges and the audience? How were their reactions to Stratos?
Yeah, they like Stratos. They're only 3 minutes. I think I did a great job, but in the end, we didn't win. The winner is the project PayFi. So I think they also want to match their market trend, but it's right because most of the traffic, the people they care about the PayFi right now. So their project PayFi they win. But there are some projects they connect with me because in our team, in our group, there's some PayFi, the RWA, and also they have some digital logs. They think, oh, how can they store? We have the connections, and we probably will talk to each other next week, and we will see what we can help them, even they do RW or PayFi. So we will see.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So exciting news for Stratos, the Fiat payment gateway. So when can we expect the integration and when can we onboard new businesses and they can pay using Fiat?
Yeah, the Fiat payment feature actually is nearly complete and is already being tested on the methods. We'll continue testing it on methods. We found some bug, we fixed the bug. So I think this should be available on production system very soon, probably in 1 or 2 weeks. And people can use the Fiat payment and to purchase the access tokens. Yeah, should be very soon.
Okay. Can you explain to us what you're trying to achieve with this upcoming Fiat integration? So many people look at it from the outside and say, oh, it should be a very simple task, putting maybe just a Stripe or a PayPal payment processor to the Stratos. But can you give us more details on what's happening on the back end to make this Fiat integration with Stratos?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, for the Web2 project, maybe integrate the Fiat payment is not that hard, but for us, it's a little bit complicated. The Fiat integration combines the Fiat payment function with Strato RPFS RPC interface. During the payment process, user can select from various service packages based on their business need. For example, each of the packages include configurable parameters as how much storage they need, the capacity they need, and what's the number of API calls they need per month, and what's the request rate limits. For some business, maybe they just need 1 request per second. Maybe some other business needed 100 requests per second. So all these configurable parameters were all implemented. So user can pay with credit card to purchase access token of the Strato IPFS. Once the transaction is complete, The system will generate a unique access token for that user. The user will use that access token to upload, download, share, and all streaming the video audios via Strato IPFS. So the reason our team has invested a lot of effort on this feature because as all the package parameters are dynamically configurable, these flexibilities actually can ensure we can quickly adapt to different business needs in the future by just simple updating the configuration and without require any code change in advance. That's why we take a longer time. We want to find the most available and the most possibility business case, and we put them together. That's why we take a longer time. Thank you.
Okay. And estimating how an approximate time frame of when the Fiat can be integrated? Is it end of next month or in about 8 weeks, 9 weeks?
Yeah, I think we definitely can do it next month.
Excellent, that's exciting. Okay, can you share with us the progress on the updates and any updates on the Stratos decentralized database or compute network?
Sure. The development of Stratos decentralized database for test network actually is nearly complete. Yeah, we already can do something in backend, but we plan to announce the test network at an appropriate time. At the moment, then we will invite the community to participate, to test it, to work on that. But right now, it's not that good momentum to announce that, so we're waiting for the good time right now. And for the decentralized compute, previous, we already integrate a large AI model, deep search. Yeah, and integrate a large AI model. We tried, but later we decided not to pursue that direction for now. We think that actually there are so many different models, and most of the model are already free. So for now, maybe it's not a good decision or direction for us. So now we're still evaluating what kind of computing power is needed by the market. We already have several conversations with different projects, especially for AI teams. There are some projects they already shared the valuable insight and suggestions. They said, okay, when we do AI modeling or AI training, what kind of computing power we need? I said, oh, maybe are you try with RCP or others? They said, yes, but they cannot satisfy what we need. So we learn what they need, and they really have their very specific need. And we still have a conversation with them. So we need time to be finalized the requirement. So currently, we don't have a detailed timeline for the computing component, but we really want to deliver something that's really useful for any of the project, not just do what we think, and just we want to do some useful for the market and for the real users.
Great. So we see that recently the amount of storage nodes on Stratos decentralized storage network, it's increased to more than 1,300. People wanted to know, is this from partnerships or just investors, or why are people increasing the amount of nodes or investing into Stratos so much?
Yeah, we are very excited to see the Stratos storage network continue to grow. Yeah, but we really have no visibility into exactly who is creating the new nodes. It lacks some new miner from the community are joining us, or maybe some existing miner. They just take this opportunity to scale up their nodes because the current token price is lower, so they can easily to get more token to deposit to start the new nodes. So additional, I think maybe the other reason, recently the Strato metadata and the SDS node is improved a lot. So now the traffic on the Strato is more stable and the reward is more balanced right now. So maybe that also the reason let the miner feel comfortable to add more nodes.
Okay, the next question is going into a bit into the future. It's from a community member. So
Yeah.
how they asked, how would Stratos withstand against a potential quantum computing threat or attack?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is really my personal opinion. Okay. My personal opinion, I feel if the quantum computing can break encryption algorithm, if it happens, actually it won't just affect the Bitcoin Ethereum. Every financial institution, bank, even the military system or nuclear, they will be in a huge risk because all the security right now is living on the same encryption algorithms. If that happens, actually, the blockchain security is low priority for us to concern. We should concern more. So yeah, this is my personal opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel there are some people are using this fear around quantum computing as the way to help her some concerns. Personally, I'm not that worried because I believe by that time, when quantum computing is reached the next level to hit something, the encryption algorithm will be also involved and to be stronger or improved to uncount it. So when it happens, we just need to update Strato blockchain with the new algorithm, the new encryption algorithm. That's it. So we are not the super person or super smart people can improve the encryption algorithm. I think there's someone, the top people, they will do that. We're just taking that effort and add it to us, our algorithm. That's it. I don't think their only quantum computing can get in better, stronger, but the blockchain and all the encryption algorithm will be improved as well at the same time. So again, this is my personal opinion. I'm not very concerned about that. Thank you.
Great. So we see that the Stratos mobile wallet has been released on our website, but when is it going to be available on Google Play or the App Store?
Yeah, actually, the Strato mobile wallet has been submitted to Google Play Store for review already, and now the Google team is reviewing it. Once it become available for internal testing, so when they be available for internal testing, we will also process and start to submit the application on Apple Store as well. So we will do this Google and Apple parallel to make it available soon for user directly to download from Play Store, not just download from our website.
So do you know how long the process normally takes?
Yeah, how long time we take submit that submit application, it really depends on us, but reviewing application, it really depends on Google, on Apple. As I know, based on experience we had, if the general applications on Google, probably they take two weeks or 1 month to review applications. But this is a crypto. This is a crypto wallet. Actually, this is a very sensitive applications. So in this case, I don't know. Maybe they take 1 month or even longer time to review it. Probably they will challenge a lot of questions. But right now, not. But later on, probably they will challenge a lot of questions or regulations on us. So it's hard to estimate for now. That's also the reason we apply to Google first, because Apple Store is more restricted. When we know how long time the Google will take it, we will have the estimation how long the Apple will take it. So we will see. And when the Google really make it available for internal testing, it's very close to the end, to the final. So then we can estimate, how long we will take. So for now, it's really hard to say. It really depends on them, not on us. Thank you.
How does Stratos plan to attract Web2 businesses while maintaining token utility?
Yeah, we talked to some enterprise in Canada, but we feel the crypto token are the big barriers for most traditional business. They want to try to use it, they just sign up, they just try to use, but when tell them you need to purchase the tokens, it's hard for them. So to make it easier for them to use Strato network, that's why we try to introduce the fiat payment solutions. So business users, they can just pay the fiat, like using credit card, pay maybe USD or Canadian dollars. But behind the scenes of that fiat currency, it will get converted into stores. So in the end, all the storage traffic costs are still paid in Strato token stores. We're just making the front end experience smoother and let the Web2 user feel very comfortable and friendly. So nothing changed. I know some people concerned, if you accept the fiat currency, what's the utility of Strato tokens? No, everything's still using Strato tokens, nothing changed. Just we're using our way to convert it. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, what type of businesses are showing interest in Stratos at the moment?
Yeah, I think there are several categories of application. One is the general AI applications. Two is AI modeling training application because they need huge amount of the data. The third one is the data infrastructure and the management. It doesn't matter they manage the client's data or manage their own data, because our way is much cheaper than Google Cloud or AWS. Also, the data transmission solution project. Like we talked to some AI project. They working with weathers. They have a lot of different devices across the world to gather the local weather information every minute. So, but when they're using AWS, they always need to transport huge amounts of data from the different region of AWS from one place to the other place. But all the traditional storage, like Google and AWS, they always need the user to pay the very high egress fees. So transportation for traditional storage solution is very expensive, but for us it's cheaper. That's why they are interested to talk with us. So data transmission solution project is also interested. The 5 maybe still NFT based project. NFT could be images, also could be the music or videos. So they can use us as a CDN directly to streaming their NFT content. The 6, I think there's some decentralized social platform or even centralized social platform. They have multimedias, video, audio, images as well. So they can use us to host their data, to store their data. They also can stream in their data. The last one is dedicated for, video website or music website or platform. So they can using Strato RPFS layer as the CDN integration ways, so to streaming the data with much cheaper price. So I think there are 7 categories of applications should be interested to using Stratos.
Great. And then there was one more that people wanted to know about gaming. How does Stratos network help with the gaming industry?
Yeah, the gaming, I think in gaming, Strato can be used to store game asset and also some update and user generated content when they play the game. Instead to relying the centralized server, gamer can use Stratos to make their content more reliable and always available. You know, Stratos data always saving in the edge side. If some user they play the game in Europe or in North America, they always can read their data locally. I mean, locally is in the edge side, don't need to cross the ocean, right? In this case, also in Toronto, I also meet some creators, the content creators. I talk to them, yeah, Strato is great for the creators to host and share videos, music. It gives the creator a way to publish content directly to their audience or fans without go through the YouTube ads or maybe with some regulations. Also, that content creators, they probably can get some traffic reward. You know, if they generate a lot of traffic, they can receive the Stratos incentive. But more important, Strato can guarantee the creators they have the data right and ownership of their content. That's also very important. Yeah, that's what I talk to the creators. I show them you generate stuff, you update, you upload, and then we can guarantee there no one can steal your data, and we are to steal your ownership. We also can guarantee there are no other people they can ban and block your content.
Great. That sounds amazing. So lastly, Vin, how can the community best support the growth of the network?
Yeah, sure. I think there are several ways. For example, I encourage the community to run a node, right? Any community member, they can, if they want to support the network, they can run a Strato storage node, SDS node, or they can run a validator node. And actually, it doesn't matter what kind of node. Every node, they will strengthen the Strato ecosystem. 2, they can spread the word. They can talk about Stratos on social media like Twitter, X. They also can talk Stratos when they have local meetups. So let more people to know Stratos. Third, when we have some developer in community, they can build something on Stratos. They can build a DApp, they can build any tool that using Strato decentralized storage, or maybe they can use Strato RPFS to run as CDN directly, or they can use Strato to transport the data from one location to the other locations like file drop. That is simple stuff. But even a very small experiment, they really can help to show how Strato works and what's possibility to build on top of Stratos. The fourth, I think community, they already did a great job, is to provide the feedback, to test our product, to share their thoughts, to report any bugs. They did great. Yesterday, I got the members, they sent me message to me. They said, oh, they found something, maybe it's a bug. So honest, all the feedback from community can help us to improve ourselves faster and more efficient. So the last one, I think, I think our community can create the content. it doesn't matter the get or tutorial or videos or maybe blogs or any content to educate other people and bring more people to join our communities, to let more people to know Stratos. That's all the good way to let the community to support us and to make Strato network getting bigger and getting stronger. Thank you.
Great. So thank you so much for the information and the updates this month, Vin. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, we can do another video update and then we'll have some more good news for the community. So thanks so much, Vin, for coming on. We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time.
Thank you, Angel.